Sense for Sense is back. French Avenue has sent us 8 fragrances. We're gonna speed sniff them. The ones we love, we'll do reviews of. The ones we're not a fan of, we'll politely put those to the side. All right, give me a second. Jesus. Just keep that out there. What the hell? Okay, before we start, leather cases that open like that. Incredible. Legitimately, from a fragrance collector, that is gorgeous. All right, let's start here. I'm gonna start with one that I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of, Chocolate Addict. I'm not a chocolate fan. And if you just smacked your lips and went, yeah, right, bro doesn't like chocolate. I love chocolate, just not in a fragrance. I know some of you are like, you're right, bro doesn't like chocolate. Yeah, that's not for me. I'm just not a chocolate fragrance fan. If it was white chocolate in a bottle, maybe. What's this one? Eclair. Let's try this one. Sweet, gourmand, very like thick, dense vanilla. It's giving me Bianco Latte vibes. It is. Ish. I'm not calling a schmoop of that. I'm just saying it's the vibes it's giving me. Potentially. If I find out that is a version of it, we'll test it. Royal Blend. I believe this is like old Killian, like something on the rocks or something like that. Interesting. A fresher Angel Share. Almost like Angel Share mixed with Sprite, like a very uplifting boozy vanilla. Potentially. That's a potential. All right, coconut leche. Where I'm from, Zimbabwe, we call them lychees. I know Americans call it lychee. Leah, how do you say it?
I say lychee.
You say lychee too?
Yeah.
She would be African too. Oh, wow. That is really, really nice. Not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting a literal like fresh summery lychee. That's not. That is a lactonic, creamy, like vanilla milkshake in a bottle. Ooh, that's heat. Yo, that's heat. Creamy lactonic milkshake in a bottle. If you like those scents, heat. I love when a scent like catches me off, like completely throws me off. All right, to the literal work of art. It was crazy, like when I just unboxed like a $300, I love the Ex Nihilo stuff, but the packaging, to me, brutal. Compared to this, look at this. That is crazy. Like you can display that. Does this come out is the question. Or, you know what? I'll do it. We'll leave her in the house. I'm pretty sure this comes out. It does, okay. Wait, what is this? I don't know what this is. This is Signature by Fragrance World. Signature White, the white one. Let's see. Yeah, Signature by Fragrance World. Beautiful. Again, not calling it a schmoop. It just, the first thing that jumped to my head was a milky Delina, like a creamy Delina. Really nice. Would Leah like that? I think she would. Potentially. I like that. Let's put you back in your your house here. That is amazing, man. I'd say that's the most, it's got to be like the most ornate packaging out of the Middle East I've seen so far. Okay, Signature. I'm guessing it's a his and hers collection. I don't know, but that's what kind of makes sense to Cal here. We're just gonna call this Signature for him, the brown one. It's like Cal and Leah right here. Is that a white and a brown one? Okay, that's really nice. That is really nice. Doesn't smell like anything I have in my collection. I'm gonna find out what this is to see if it is a schmoop or something, but even by itself, that's a full review for sure. This is like a less unisex tuxedo, more masculine tuxedo, really nice. That can go back in its house. These could even just make an appearance on the unique fragrance bottles. All right. All right. Okay, and then two other very ornate. Oh, it's like smart. I was wondering how I was going to get that out. Spring loaded. Again, very cool. I think if you don't have like a lot of fragrances and you need a cool display, that's awesome, man. Fragrance World, big ups. All right, this is Opus Grand. Again, I do not know if this is a schmoop or something. In these videos, I typically just go off like, does it smell good? Yes or no. And then after I film it, I double check every bottle to see if it's a schmoop. That's for sure something. That's gonna irk me. Is that, Initio, is it like musk? Musk therapy? It's, I'm not gonna, you know what? I have to look now. Bro's over here yapping that he doesn't look. That smells like it's a musky fragrance. Let's see. Opus Grand, French Avenue. Bro's way off. Delina La Rose, Bond number 9, Greenwich Village. That makes sense, Greenwich Village. Bro was completely off. Okay, we'll for sure move forward with that. All right, last but not least, we got Opus Magnum. I'm not gonna say nothing. It was there, but I'm not trying to set myself up to get my feelings hurt. All right, Opus Magnum. What is that? That is a very strong, boozy tobacco. That's got to be, let's see. I'm not sure on that. I can't tell if I like it or I don't. A version of Amouage Opus X, which I don't have, unfortunately. So if I ever get that, I'll do it, but yeah. I don't really ever feel right doing reviews on schmoops without the original. I don't really feel like that helps anybody, to be fair. All right, that was a very fun unboxing. Fragrance World, French Avenue, thank you for sending that out. I appreciate your works of art, and I'll get going. I'd say my favorite off the bat, Coconut Lychee. Really, really nice, creamy, lactonic fragrance.